Hey guys, afternoon, morning, good night, whatever time you're watching. It's your girl Monique, Miss Vocals. Today I am joined with the lovely Felix.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
He is a dancer from Reading, I believe.
Yeah, Reading.
Yes, 22 years old. How you doing, Felix?
I'm great. I'm really, really good.
Good. Yeah. Surviving over the semi-lockdown, depending what, I don't even know where we are with it at the moment anymore. But how's it been for you?
It's been really good, to be fair. It's just like time to focus on different aspects of my life in general, and actually really get down to training and stuff like that. So I've actually managed to get a new fitness regime and everything like that going. And sorting everything out.
I'm going to ask you about that later. So tell us how long you've been dancing personally.
So personally, I've been dancing for 11 years now. So
since you were about 11.
Since I was about 11,
there you go.
around that sort of time. So like since I left primary school, really, sort of focused on it a bit more. Like before then, I was doing like cartwheels in the primary school playground and stuff. You know how you start out and stuff. That's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what kind of dancer would you describe yourself as? What kind of style do you do?
So predominantly I'm a break dancer or a breaker.
Breaker. Is that what they call them? I've never actually heard that before.
Because a lot of people say like break dance and stuff like that, but then some people in the culture like don't necessarily refer to that. So you're either a b-boy or a b-girl.
Yeah, I've heard those terms. Okay. Okay, cool.
But I mean, I wouldn't try and put myself in any sort of bracket as a dancer.
Okay,
I'm more of like an artist and stuff like that.
I like that.
Like, I don't like to say, right, I'm doing house, I'm doing locking, I'm doing popping. I like put it all together. So I don't just use general moves from, say it's breaking, house. I literally put them all together. Even sometimes jazz and stuff like that. So just to like vary it up a little bit. Okay,
so you're more an eclectic dancer.
Yeah.
So to the general public, it would come across as street, but there are so many elements to street underneath that, and that's kind of where you sit.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So how did you get into street dancing?
So it must have been, when I was about 11, I went to like a street dance class. And then I was like, oh, it's quite kind of cool. It was with Strictly Street.
Okay.
Because they came into my school when I was just finishing primary school. And it was really, really good, like just different things and our PE lessons and stuff. Yeah. And then I went to one of their shows, and then this is where I sort of started getting into the more tricks and stuff like that. Okay. And there was like this ninja show, like it was probably the weirdest thing. Like it was like halfway through, and like some free runners came in with some breakers and stuff. And
really cool. The free runners are when they like jump off the buildings and do all those crazy stuff.
Yeah, so they had like vaults and stuff, and like the breakers were doing like spinning on their heads and stuff like that. So I was like, I really want to do that. Like I was just sitting in the audience, because obviously like me, just like about 11 years old, just doing cartwheels and trying to do like a little wave here and there and stuff like that.
I still can't do it, so you know it's fine.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, thank you.
And literally after the show, I went to one of the ninjas. At the time, it was called Jerome Eiffel.
Not Raphael or.
No,
Donatello.
Not Donatello. No, it didn't have any like bands on them or anything like that. Any
That's
shells.
Immediately what I saw, like completely just blacked out with swords and everything. But,
see like Splinter coming through.
Yeah, exactly. So you went up to him.
So I went up to him after the show, and like there was like a backstage area, because I think I was in one of the pieces and stuff, but obviously I was just a little youth at the time. I was like, can you just teach me anything? Can you teach me anything? And he's just like, well, I'll teach you like one step and stuff like that. And then like it was like the 6th step, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I've literally experienced something I've never experienced before and stuff. And it was really like interesting just to see the mechanics of it all. And I asked him, did he do any classes at the time or anything like that? Because I wanted to get in the breaking side. And he was like, no. And then I was like, oh, okay, right. And then carried on with like Strictly Street and stuff like that. And then I think it must have been about a year later, I saw like breaking classes were coming about.
Yeah.
And then it was actually the person that taught me my first move.
Wow.
So and then we just sort of connected
full
through there.
circle. Oh, that's really nice.
So that was at Watlington House. He was doing like the breaking sessions and stuff. That was really tough. Like, because I think so I must have been about 12 when I started the classes with him. And it was drills constantly, workouts and stuff on dusty floor and stuff. But it was definitely an experience that was crazy. Like, just to even push myself through it, because like as a dancer you don't really realise at a young age how much you need to put in to like actually progress and stuff like that.
Of course,
and so that was an intense moment.
It's nice that it kind of sparked something inside of you, and then you came kind of background when you're starting again. So that's a nice little introduction story. So what would you say is your favourite thing about dancing? Why have you pursued it for so long?
So I pursued it, must have been, I'm just trying to think. It's just a way for me to escape from sort of reality, because in actual like person, when I was younger, I literally didn't really speak to a lot of people. So, and then like, because even when I first started secondary school, like I was like the quietest kid you'll ever meet. And then like a talent show came around in like year 9, and then that's when I started to sort of like come up my shell a little bit more. And then people was like, oh, that's that dancing kid over there, that's that dancing kid. I was just like, okay, right, same for that.
You created an identity for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just to explore different ways of being creative and stuff, like that's the main sort of outsource to it, really.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to like just go down a like generic route, because as a kid I was always playing football. I like kicking ball and stuff like that. And went on to hockey.
Okay.
And then
I hated hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the worst.
And I literally played that because my mum actually got into it and stuff like that, and then she still plays now.
Yeah.
But I started playing for the juniors, then the men's, and like I ended up playing for like the county of like Berkshire for hockey.
Okay.
And then got a call up for the south of England later on. And then I had to make a choice. Do I want to carry on like that hockey journey, or like go into dance? And literally like I was like, no, I can't give up dance for like hockey and stuff. So then just I can't.
Hockey? What do you mean?
Yeah, because like dance was just always my real passion. So I literally sacked off football for dance. Then hockey for dance and stuff like that.
I feel like a lot of artists do that. They have to make a decision between kind of the career that's going to make them money, maybe be the safer barrier, and then their art and their passion and such. But okay, where do you think you would be now if you had gone down the hockey route, just out of curiosity?
I don't know. It was a goal at the time to go to the Olympics and play.
Of course,
but yeah, I don't know. I can't really say too much, because obviously I was on the road to there.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
could have been you at London, or like, how old were you? I can't do the maths right now.
Yeah.
It was never my strongest subject. 2012 Olympics was what, 8 years ago?
Yeah, I was quite young then.
Yeah, so you might not be able to go then, but in future. Interesting,
okay. Future time.
So you said that now you're trying to realign and go forward and focus on what's happening with the future. So you've got a new health regime and fitness regime.
Yeah.
So take us through like a typical day. A typical day with Felix, what does that look like?
So waking up around 9 o'clock, so I'll take it from the wake up.
That's lucky. Start from the beginning.
Then have like just a quick breakfast, so like eggs, fruits and stuff like that, just for a bit of protein and nutrients.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? Sorry, that was really cheesy.
To be fair, I did expect it when I said eggs for a second. I was just like,
the song was going around in my head, but I thought that the singing would be too much.
I have been learning throughout lockdown actually how to cook different like eggs different ways.
Okay.
So poached at the moment with like a
poached eggs, but I can't do it. I can't poach an egg yet. It's one on my to-do list.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, because it's like water based, and you have to kind of it's in like a sack or something. I don't get it, and then it's weird. I don't get it.
It's very weird. Like I was looking at YouTube tutorials and stuff like that. I was like, Dad, this is strange. Like we're doing like things with water and stuff like that. I was like spiraling stuff. I was like, no, this is.
So no MasterChef for you then? No. Yeah,
no.
Fair enough.
Not quite yet.
Not quite yet. So yeah, we had your breakfast.
So then I would go, depending on the day, because I run every other day. Sorry.
Okay.
For like 3-4 miles.
Oh wow.
Just to keep up my cardio and stuff, because like with that I need to like generally stamina and stuff like that.
I did a dance once with when I was singing at the same time, and I don't know how Beyonce does it because I couldn't even project at all, so I can't even imagine the amount that it takes to do what you do.
Yeah, because I was speaking to like some backup dancers and singers and stuff like that, and how they trained, like must have been back in the day. It was actually yesterday that I was speaking to someone.
Yeah.
And like they used to run and have to sing at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it's good lung capacity training
and stuff like that. I was just like, crazy. How are you running and singing? I was like, I definitely am not singing at all.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, yeah, while I was jogging, maybe like in the shower, but that's about it. And then after that, I would come back and then do like a workout.
Okay.
And then have lunch straight after, protein and carbs straight.
So like grilled chicken and veg or
at the moment it's
rice or pasta.
Yeah, so tuna pasta is my go-to at the moment. Yeah, like
feeling the vibe.
Yeah, that's it. You know already. So like just like a massive plate full. My mum's just like, because obviously she's working from home at the moment.
Where do you put it? Because you are so slim.
Yeah.
Although I suppose you burn it all off and you kind of need it to fuel you. So
that's
not that I'm a fitness guru or anything like that. No, the gyms are back open.
Yeah, like you'd be surprised how much I actually do eat like on a daily basis.
But it's necessary.
It's necessary, and then like my mum will come through and be like, "Are you sure you're gonna eat all of that and stuff? Do you want to like put some in the fridge for later?" I'm like, "Mum, it's just like a typical meal for me right now." Like obviously being locked down, you got time to make stuff and stuff like that, and hopefully it continues after lockdown.
Yeah.
Because like at the moment I'm literally a full-time dancer.
Okay.
So teaching, traveling, and performing really is my life at the moment. Yeah.
I don't know why I whispered that, but yeah. It's a little secret. Like you got something, so you got big plans for yourself.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
So after your lunch.
After my lunch, taking it through.
It's all good.
So then obviously digest time and stuff like that.
Is that your chill time? So what would you do whilst you're digesting?
Just watching YouTube.
It's
fine. It's cool. It's cool. So yeah, what would you do while
you're digesting? You know.
So like watching YouTube videos, and I've been listening to a lot of motivational speeches.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Just to keep up like the momentum and stuff, and like listening to Will Smith quite a bit. Even though he's in a completely different sector. Yeah. Like there's so many different videos.
He's got a lot of
going through like the lifetime of him and like what he would do to like train for certain roles and stuff like that, and that really like sort of inspired me and sort of set me off to really take it to the next level really of my training. So after that I would go into drills, because I've got like drills is basically training foundations and stuff like that. Predominantly breaking at the moment, just because I want to get my body in shape for probably next year now, towards the end of the year.
2020 is a write-off.
Yeah, it's completely done.
It's done now, you know.
Like there might be a few jobs pop up here and there. But yeah, as far as 2020 is concerned in the entertainment industry, it's completely written off at the moment. Yeah. Like it's slowly getting back to agents like contacting you and stuff like that, but it's very far
and slow and
so that's been an interesting time. So like with the drills and stuff, I would always put on ankle weights. to literally, like, because everyone's like, why are you putting on ankle weights? You're doing all of this stuff. I'm like, well, like, I need to get my feet to be quicker and stuff like that. And then when I take them off, like, I feel as light as a feather. Like, I'll be walking around, like, the house and stuff with ankle weights on. And then, like, I'll take them off, and I'll be going up the stairs, like, flying, like, sort of
just
bouncing up.
That is actually very interesting. Obviously, if you walk around with such heavy weights when you take them off, it's kind of like when you get your hair done in braids, and then you take your braids out, girls, and your head just for free. Like, I can't have to worry about that because my hair's short now, but I understand. So that actually makes a lot of sense.
And stuff like that, and it's like, it's amazing what, like, ankle weights do to, like, just your like fitness in general, because you feel lighter and fitter and stuff like that. Because I was at a competition, must have been just before the whole lockdown finished. It was for Red Bull. So I did that competition and almost made it to the Red Bull BC1 UK Cypher main stage. And that was like the top 16 best in the UK.
Nice.
And like, I got through the prelims, must have been about good 300 dancers, like from all around the UK and stuff like that. And like, it was crazy because like, I trained, like before that I'd finished a gig in, I think it was Essex, I'm gonna say. I can't remember, but we did it's like a shopping mall and stuff. And like, we was literally training and stuff there, and like, we was knackered, and like, some of the b-boys that came from there came to the Red Bull BC one as well. So we was literally like, we got there and we was like, are you tired? He was like, yeah, we're absolutely tired. And then literally was like, right, we need pasta or something like that just to keep us going. And then luckily I made it through the prelims, and that was crazy in itself, because I was like, right, I'm just going to aim to get through the prelims and stuff like that, not expect anything really. And then got through to the next battle and stuff. But where I came unstuck, my shoe fell off like halfway through my first round, like, because in a battle, like, you go and then the next person goes and stuff like that. And I was just like, this can't be happening. Like,
did you take the other one off?
Yeah, so so literally it fell off and stuff. I didn't slip or anything like that. And then I was just like, right, I looked at my other shoe, I was like, should I take it off, should I not? And I literally just took it off and just slammed on the floor and just carried on dancing and stuff like that.
Did it make it look like it was part of the routine?
Maybe not.
Maybe
not. Like,
that's fine.
But I mean, and then from there, like, it kind of knocked my confidence a bit.
Yeah, understandable.
But so in round 2, I was just like, right, I need to go ham and stuff. And literally, it was a close battle in the end, but unfortunately didn't make it through. But it was a really good learning experience.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Because it was the first time I'd ever like been in like that sort of high stature competition. And I was like, whoa, the level was crazy, like, sort of thing. And then, like, because I used to watch them, like, on YouTube when I was younger. And I was thinking, I really just even want to, like, enter that competition just to see how far I would get and stuff. So hopefully next year maybe make it onto the main stage.
Why not?
That's what we're training for, you know?
Exactly. Onwards and upwards. So you do your drills.
And then just a basic training session after, just to create and stuff and expand after the drills. And then, I'm pretty knackered after all of that. Then some more food. And then, just I've been trying to get to bed a little bit earlier than I usually would, just to try and get myself ready. But I've been getting into like meditation and stuff. To control my breathing. Like, obviously not only does it chill you out, but your breathing techniques throughout, like, breaking or dance, literally it helps like no end. Like, when I was running, I was realising like my breath is like doing really well, and like I just kept on going.
Out of breath and stuff like that.
It was almost like another thing for cardio. I was like, how? Like, because you're like expanding your lungs and like lung capacity with your breathing.
So meditation also helps with cardio.
Yeah, well,
life hack there, guys.
I would say so. I mean, it's helped for me.
There you go. And then what time would you say you normally go to bed?
And then I'd stretch after.
Oh, stretching is important. Yes,
definitely, 100%.
I've suffered many a gym session for not stretching afterwards. So
yeah, definitely. And then I'll try and get to bed for like around 10ish.
Okay.
Just so I literally like try and get most of the day out of it. And then.
Well, if you get up at 9, you've got a good 11 hours. So there you go. Right. So have you ever had any major injuries from your dancing?
Yeah, I have actually. So it was around my GCSE time, and it wasn't necessarily through dancing, because I had a background in free running and gymnastics as well.
Yeah.
So
that means you can jump off buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If you have a video, please show me. That is awesome. I don't want to learn that because I will literally kill myself unintentionally. But yeah, I'll probably just on the fall as well, on the run up, not even jumping off the building, I'll be tripping over my own foot or something stupid like that. But we move.
And that sort of helped with my movement as well, because like not only is it free running like jumps and stuff like that, it's just finding a different way to move over obstacles, basically getting from A to B. Mm-hmm. So like say if you had like some walls in front of you and you wanted to get to the next place that literally had loads of different boundaries, you would find a different way of moving over those sort of things and stuff. Okay. Like not only just stepping on a wall and then going over it, but like vaults and stuff like that, rolling over it.
And jumps and flips and turns and all that stuff.
Yeah, so that sort of helped a lot. And then going back to the injury, I was training in a gymnastics gym. So it was around my GCSE time. Actually, I had my first GCSE exam, and then I decided to go to a gymnastics gym in the night time and stuff like that. Yeah. It was like a normal class at Bullmost Gym, and I was flipping off things. I was doing like a double cork and stuff like that. So that's like...
I say demonstrate, but you're a bit limited with this space, but it's description.
So basically it's like Kick the Moon.
Okay. I don't know what that is either.
So basically you're kicking off one foot, and then twisting. Right. So I was doing double corks at the time off something.
Vertical or horizontal?
Horizontal.
Okay, got you.
So you're up and then you twist.
Yeah.
And then I was landing them, and then I thought, let me just try like just a single cork and stuff like that.
You got gas.
Yeah. And then like I was just like, right, I'll just like take it back just to make sure I can do like a single cork instead of like a double. And it's quite grim, but I did it, over-rotated, and because I was doing it onto a crash mat, my ankle went with the crash mat, and literally, at first people thought it was like just a sprain and stuff, but my ankle was literally the size of this.
Did you tear a ligament or?
So I fractured my tib and my fib in my ankle. So that sort of took a while out. So that took about a good 6-7 months out of my career.
Wow.
Basically.
How long ago was that?
So when I was, I'm trying to think. So it must have been when I was 16. So how long was that ago? 16.
Again, you're asking me maths questions. I warned you about my maths skills.
Wait, 6 years ago? I think. Because maths is not my strong point either. So.
You said you were 16, you're 22. Yes, I don't know why. That has come to me so quickly. Brilliant. Oh, okay. Right.
So don't hire me for maths tutoring, just dance. It's fine. And that was around my GCSE time. So I literally had to do the rest of my GCSEs
in a cast or
in a cast, coming in on crutches and stuff like that.
That must have been fun.
And so obviously getting driven into school and stuff like that. Because I mean, I usually walk to school because I lived about 10-minute walk from Maiden Early, where I went to secondary school.
Okay.
So nice and local. So getting taken into school, coming into crutches, having to be in like a different room from everyone else and stuff for most of my exams.
Yeah.
And this was when I was on like paracetamol and stuff like that. So my head anyway was
I was going to
like,
say something like morphine. You said paracetamol.
Paracetamol and just any type of like painkillers to like ease the pain. Because it was like literally, I must have had a day off, and then my next exam was, I had like a couple of exams that day. Wow, and my head teacher was just like, what have you done with yourself?
Is that the worst injury?
That was my worst injury. And then before that, I'd only really broken my thumb, really.
Oh, what's that like?
Broken / fractured my thumb. That was painful at the time because I'd never really broken anything.
Was it your main hand?
Was it? I'm trying to think. No, it was my left hand.
Okay.
So that was handy. So I could still stand up. I'm coming for you.
Oh, of course. It's not maths, but comedy.
So yeah, literally, it was training at Wellington House and stuff like that. And like it was something we was come to the end of the training session.
Yeah.
We were just doing like some ciphers, which is like a freestyle circle.
Yeah.
And like I was doing some footwork and my thumb literally just slipped and then it just sort of
Oh god.
And then
I'm first aid trained and it makes me squeamish. So I'm just gonna give my card back. I can't do it.
So that was like quite a traumatic experience because that was the first thing I'd ever broken. Like I'd sprained things and stuff like that, but like the proper break.
Broken,
and then again that was swollen up.
But it's fine now. You're alright.
Yeah, but I'm all good now with it.
That's good. So you can still do your cartwheels and your free running and all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so you said you stay in the gym. Do you work out and stuff? So how do you keep fit kind of outside of dance?
So just like before lockdown, I was going to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Just working on different parts of my body and stuff like that. And now obviously during lockdown, I've just been doing like just body weight exercises, so no weights. And that's helped me quite a bit just to even like control with balance and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then as you get stronger, your balance gets a lot better and stuff, and like you'll be able to do more moves and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting to see when, like the difference between the change of going through weights and going straight into body weight exercises, so press ups and stuff like that. And because I never used to do leg day.
Oh no, you can't skip leg day. It's rule number 1.
And then literally, I went doing leg day like every Friday now, and it was literally intense.
Shock
for
to
like,
your system, right?
Bit of a shock to my system, but then like when I was dancing, I was like, whoa, like not only my ankle weights and stuff like that were doing it, but like. It was literally like something just changed in my body and stuff, and it was really, really.
The importance of leg day, you see, right
here
for you.
Especially for dancers, I tell you.
Perfect. So that's kind of a tip you'd have for like young dancers out there. What else would you kind of advise them in terms of how to keep fit?
So, running's really good, and swimming as well.
Yeah.
Because like swimming with your breathing technique as well, it helps, and then general cardio. But like I would say train yourself more as an athlete rather than looking at yourself from a dancer's perspective as well. Because if you train yourself as an athlete, then you can't really go wrong because you're working on all of these different body parts and getting stronger and stronger. But I would say still try and keep slim at the same time, so try not to bulk up too much because obviously you'll be getting heavier and stuff throughout the movements.
So stay agile.
So yeah, stay agile. Just looking at diet from a young age, like would have helped me so much. Just in general foods and stuff, because I used to hate eating salad. Like that was my
I know what you mean, but now I love salad. Love it. Cucumbers and tomatoes my favourite now. So.
And now I'm like, right, just give me a bowl full of salad and a bit of chicken and stuff. I'm like, right, that's perfect.
Perfect. So I know you've competed quite a lot before. So what's kind of the biggest competitions that you've been in?
So the Red Bull one, which I spoke about, and we did UK Street Dance Championships.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So that was in Harrow, and that was where diversity started off and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we done crew competitions there. We were 4 times UK champions. There.
There you
go. With that, and so that was an interesting experience, and also the battles there as well. Helped me progress. So I won that 2 years in a row. No, 2014 and 2016. So that was interesting. And then just different underground battles, because I used to do a lot of street dance competitions, travelling around the UK and stuff. And it was good. And then when you see like sort of the underground level, where you see dancers that are on like adverts and stuff like that. And then you see like the difference in level. Like what I would say, if you were a younger dancer at the moment, try and look more to like the underground competitions. Okay. I'm not throwing any shade on like the more commercialized competitions, but it will help you see the level and progress quicker, because in a lot of the underground competitions, which are becoming more and more commercialized as they're getting more known. You can literally, you go there and it's like more like a jam. So everyone literally, like there's ciphers going on everywhere, and you're like exchanging moves and like styles and stuff.
It's a community, isn't it?
And stuff like that. So like that's how you're going to progress a lot more, if you're like interacting more with dancers, exchanging, than like say if you were just doing choreography and like 8 counts and stuff like that. That's what I would say. Go to more the underground side of competitions.
Like it. And do you choreograph yourself in terms of how do you come up with your routines for competitions, or do you more freestyle?
So I have like my basic sets and stuff like that, and like signature moves, and then I would freestyle in and out of those blocks of sets. Okay. Just so it's not looking like I'm doing the same thing every battle and stuff, trying to keep it fresh. And like this time during lockdown, it's been nice to actually have some time to create, rather than going to battles every weekend and like being like, right, I've got the same moves, but I need to put them, like switch them up somehow. But now I've been able to create and stuff like that and work on myself a lot more.
Oh, so it's been quite beneficial, whilst it has been, a bit difficult with not being able to meet up with people and go to studios and competitions and things like that. But you've had time to be an artist, as you say, in this and create.
That's
it. We love that. So where do you want to be, or where do you see yourself in 5 years' time from now?
5 years' time from now, I'm working actually on a business at the moment. So teaching like proper like hip hop and stuff, and I look to try and take that into primary schools at the moment. So I'm teaching them from a young age, rather than picking up, say, like in their later years of secondary school.
And you've got bad physical habits as well.
That's it. So, and like obviously health and stuff is a big factor in primary schools at the moment. Jamie Oliver tried to sort it out, but didn't quite manage to do it.
He ruined it for my year. I love you, Jamie, but he ruined it for my year. I can't deal. They just got all the burgers and I had a meltdown. But we were young, so you know better now. So you want to go into the teaching route and kind of branch out with young kids from a young age and build them up from that way. And
nice. Try and really, because with the Olympics coming around, Breaking's actually looking to be trialled in the next Paris Olympics.
Oh wow!
So it's a big thing for the community.
That is massive, yeah.
And like there's different views on it, whether like it should be a sport or an art form. But like now the way that people are training, like because as I was saying earlier, if you start training as an athlete, then the Olympics are going to take you more seriously as well.
I've seen from things that I've seen from dancers online, whether they're independent or in groups, what they do and how you do what you do is incredible. And to do and learn that, it's a natural talent as well, but it is a lot of physical. You have to put a lot into your body to do it. So I commend you and all the other dancers out there that are doing their thing and really training really, really, really hard. So I think you've given some people some good tips in terms of just keeping healthy and how to do that. So, okay, 5 years time. So 2025, I'm going to hit you up and be like, so where them kids at? I want to see your little crew on TV doing your thing. Wicked. So where can we find you? I know you've been posting like a couple of videos from like home and stuff like that, but where can we keep in touch with what your journey is at the moment?
So my Instagram's Felix_Clements. And I've been recently getting into TikTok as well, so I've been growing that out. Literally just throughout lockdown, I started off being like, I was like really bored and stuff like that, so I thought, get on that. So it's Felix_Clements as well. Try and keep it simple.
Consistent.
See usernames like something 542 like
and XO __,
Just gets too complicated. But yeah, mainly Instagram and TikTok at the moment.
Nice.
And then hopefully on TV.
You want to collaborate with any other dancers maybe as well? Anyone reached out to you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I'm always up for collaborating with different people. Like people from London hit me up sometimes and stuff like that, and we always train as like a community anyway.
Nice.
So it's always nice to just create different, say, videos or just general content.
Nice. Well, I hope to see much more coming from you. Thank you so much for joining me today. That's it from me, guys. And yes, we will see you guys soon. Take care.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank